All right, baby boy. All right, guys, I got Milo down here now for our week 2 video recap. Hi, buddy. Hello, crazy man. I'm going to start with trying to get a little bit of toy play with Milo. We've got a new toy for the puppies this week. This is called a flirt pole. You can see there's a little toy. Wow, you got it, buddy. Little toy at the end of this pole. Usually it's a little tug toy. Put it down on the ground. We start to move it around for the puppies. It's usually a fun thing for them to want to chase after, to grab, to bite. Wow, Milo really likes the flirt pole. Look at you, bub. This is a fantastic way to teach your dogs about toy play, to teach your dogs about bite inhibition, right? So we want the dog to target and bite the toy, not target and bite us. Because this is on a pole and a line, you know, way far out in front of us, it's really easy for the dog to target the toy and not be targeting like our hands or our arms or sleeves on accident. Good boy. Once he catches the toy, we can play a little tug like I'm doing right now. Very gentle opposition, like I'm not trying to drag the puppy across the ground. I'm not trying to pick the puppy up off the ground or anything. Just gentle opposition. This should be a fair game. I'm obviously bigger and stronger than Milo, but I don't want him to know that. Good boy, he loves this. Super fun game for energetic puppies. You know, real easy on the handler. I'm just standing here and moving this toy around while Milo is running around and getting some of that energy out so that he can think a little bit better before we start to train, right? Good boy. This flirt pole is like my favorite flirt pole for puppies, big dogs, whatever. We do have a link to it on our products page on our website. If you're interested in getting a flirt pole with your puppy, I recommend it. Again, like I said, I think it's a nice way to teach toy play and stuff. What do you smell? You smell stuff on the ground from your sisters? You want to get started? I'm going to steal this from you for now. All right, so we'll bring this back out in a minute. Well, we're going to get started. Just like last week, we're going to start by charging the clicker. We're just going to recap some things real quick that we did last week. Good boy, Milo. Super dog. There you go. Yeah. So we're just charging the clicker for a few reps. Okay, and then we're going to move right into following that food lure. Super boy. Oh, he loves it. Good job, Milo. Okay, that's our release cue. Milo, that's a good boy. Good job, Milo. All right, and fun new game that we played with the puppies this week. Okay, to teach them about their name. Milo. Milo is fast. This is called the flying cookie game. Okay. Milo. Okay. Tossing a cookie on the ground. Milo. I'm moving away while he's eating that cookie. Okay. Milo. Calling his name, and as he's coming back to me, I'm marking that with the clicker, and then I feed him the cookie when he gets to me. Do that one more time. Okay. Milo. Okay. Milo. Last week we wanted to teach the puppies what their name was. This week we're teaching the puppies to respond to their name and come back to us when they hear it called. Okay, so let's do a couple of hand targets. We did hand targets last week. Milo touch. Remember this one, we want the puppies to target their nose to our flat palm. Milo touch. Good boy. Last week we had food in our hands. This week, no food in my hand. I'm just asking him for the behavior. Milo touch. I'm still marking though and feeding afterwards. Okay, so I just got rid of the food lure. Milo touch. Superman. Okay. Good job, Milo touch. Wow. What a good boy. Okay, buddy, you got some food in your belly. This toy, whoo, little squeaky toy too. Where's your toy? Where's that toy? Want to play again? Take a break just for a second. Then we're going to move into some sits. We did sit last week. This guy, now you're just looking for crumbs on the ground. Yeah, I know you are. Milo. What a good boy. He's an energetic puppy. Yes, you are. Watch your feet, Milo. What's your feet? Hang on, let me check. Yeah, it's there. Good boy. You happy to be alive? After we do a couple reps of sit, I'm going to show you how we introduce down. So that's new for this week. Let's grab some of our food. Okay, Milo, you ready? Something tells me that you are. Good boy. Sit. Super. Oh, I'm holding my clicker wrong. Sit. Yeah, there we go. That was good. I had to be patient while I got my clicker. Oop, oop, sit. Okay. Super puppy. Let's do that again. Milo, sit. Wow, what a good boy. As you can see, I'm marking and feeding him for finding position. Okay. Feeding him a few pieces in a row. I'm taking my hand completely away from him this week, building a little bit, sit, more impulse control and stability in the position, even without food right in front of his nose. Okay, good job, buddy. Let's do that one more time. Come over this side. Where are you? Yeah, Milo, sit. Wow. Good boy, Milo. Good boy. Okay. Great job, buddy. All right, let's do a couple of downs. So we're going to start with the puppy in the sit position. Where are you? And then from here, we're going to lure the puppy down to the ground. It's down. Great. Now this position is new. I'm feeding him a few pieces in a row, just like we did for the sit. Okay. But notice how I'm not really taking my hand away from him yet because he's just not ready for that since this one's brand new this week. Sit. Down. Good boy. Good down. Good down. Okay. Okay. Let's do 2 more of those. Come here. Sit. Down. Super. You're so smart, Milo. Okay. Come here. Pew, pew, pew. Sit. Down. Great job, puppy. Great job. Okay. Good. Now we're going to take this down position, so what he learned here, and we're going to apply it to the mat. So remember, the mat is a stay behavior. So this week, week 2, step 2, when I put the mat down, I want to see if the puppy can offer a down on the mat. Yeah, you're so smart, buddy. And then just like I did when we practiced downs off of the mat, I'm going to come in and feed him, okay, a few times in a row to create that duration, to create that stability in position. I'm going to move our mat, see if he can do it again. Look at you, buddy. I take that cookie and I set it on the mat right in front of or between his little feet because that's what's going to hold him in that down position. Okay. Let's do this a couple more times and see if you can do it up here. Great. Do you see how he had to think? He had to use his little puppy brain there because I put the mat on a mat and he was like, wait a second. I'm not on it all the way. I got to fix myself. Good job, buddy. You're so smart. Okay. One more. Good job. This mat is down for me. It's down for my knees. Yeah, good boy. Super smart. Okay. All right, let's give that a little break. You did it. Want to think about your toy again, or what? Somebody really loved the ball, and I can't remember who it was earlier this week. Oh, you got it. Good boy. He's like, yeah, but do you have more food? It's like, that's great, but also food. Yay! Good job, Milo. Oh yeah, he likes that flirt pole. The flirt pole I think is also great for kids. See, now I can't remember if I already said that in this video or if that was in the last one. Oh, oh, Milo, jeez, you're getting under my feet. Sometimes, you know, kids are super energetic too. They get down on the ground with the puppy. The puppy's just jumping all over them, biting them and everything. This is a nice way for kids to interact with puppies. Because again, it's teaching the dog to target the toy and not to bite all over people, right? Good job, buddy. Look at you. You're a big, strong man. You've got a grip on this now. Do little tugs, little gentle opposition. Doot, doot, doot. What do you think? Yeah. I'm going to steal it from him. Yeah, can I have that? Oh, good boy. All right. Next new thing for this week. Introducing the crate. Now the puppies have been sleeping in their crates at night. But it's really important that we also play these crate games with them to teach the puppy to go in and out on their own. Okay? I know I'm coming down here with you. Okay, so I'm going to open up the crate door. I've got some food. Milo, kennel. Good boy. I'm going to cue him into the crate. Once he goes in there, I'm going to click and I'm going to drop a couple of cookies for him. The one landed on his head. Okay. Milo, kennel. Good boy. Super dog. So I try really hard that whenever I need to put my dog in confinement, whether it's the crate or the pen, that I have a dog that wants to go in their own. I'm not trying to grab the puppy and put them in. Okay. So whether I'm playing these crate games with the dog, kennel, or if I am putting them into the kennel because I need to leave the house, they're in there. I am going to get the puppy into the kennel pretty much the same way every time. Good boy. And that's by asking them to go in with some kind of a food reward. Okay. If I really am putting the dog in there to spend some time in there because I'm going to leave the house or whatever else, usually I'll take a Kong and put maybe a couple tablespoons of wet dog food in there. Ask the dog to go into the kennel the same way that I'm doing with just the treats. Once they go in, I toss the Kong in with them. Then they're sitting and licking and thinking about the Kong. Okay. And they're not getting distressed that I'm, leaving the house. Kennel. And I do that the same way every single time for a long time. Okay, until that puppy, is like, 6, 7, 8 months old. Just depends on the dog, right? Good. You're such a good boy. Look at you. All right, let's do a little bit of harness time with Milo now. Oh my goodness, you're climbing right up into my lap. Look at you. Yes. Oh my goodness, you want to give me kisses? Right in my ear canal. All right, I think you're still the extra small. Here's your foot. Give me your foot. There we go. Both feet. Oh, next week, you're probably going to be just the extra small. Okay, we got them in. Okay. And again, when I set them down, I can toss some cookies around. Okay. We can also play with them with his toys and bring that flirt pole back out. Where is it? This toy also squeaks. Ooh, what is that? Good boy. If I can, I like to, if I get the harness on the puppy when they're young, for a little while, I like to do something fun with them when I set them down, like toss the cookies or play with the toy. You'll see how we do that next week with the leash as well. Good job, baby. Good boy. Oh, look at how proud he is. He's got this toy in his mouth. I'm just doing some gentle opposition, right? And we're tugging back and forth. Good job, bub. But like, I'm tugging at a pace that like he's walking at. I'm not trying to drag the dog across the ground or lift them in the air. Wow, where'd it go? Now, I'm bringing the toy close and then pulling it away and then bringing it close and then pulling it away. And that's like flirting with the puppy to then want to maybe pounce on it, right? I am not taking the toy and like hitting the dog with it. Sometimes I see people do that with their dogs when they're trying to get them to play with a toy. They like hit the dog with the toy. Don't do that. That'll make your dog not want to play with the toy. You can flirt with them out in front of them, but don't hit them with it. Oh my goodness, you got a good grip on that now. Look at you, Milo. Grr. Are you a big strong boy? So I like tug, 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 and then do you see how then I release the opposition so it's like he won? It's fun. That's fun for the dog. That's how the dog wants to play, right? A little give, a little take. A little give, a little take. Play should be equal. It should be 50-50. Although I am about to take this from you in a second so we can do some more stuff. You really like this flirt pole. There's a link on our products page to this flirt pole. So if you decide you want to get one, you can find them there. Right, in his harness we can do a couple of his behaviors too. Milo, sit. Super boy. Good job. Down. Great. What a good puppy. Good boy. Okay. Milo. That's a good boy. Okay. You found it. Milo, touch. Super. Good job, buddy. Okay, I got one more thing to show you for week 2. I'm going to take this harness off for now. Give me that. And I'm going to show you the grooming tools. We introduced some grooming tools to our puppies this week. I have the brush and the nail clippers here. It's like too many. There we go. I'm going to come down here on the ground with Milo. If this is uncomfortable for you to do, you can always pick the puppy up and put him up onto a surface, okay? I'm going to start by getting him connected to that food lure in my hand, just like we did last week for our handling exercises. But this week I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to do a couple of strokes. Yes! And then I'm going to reward him for that. Yes! Good boy. Do that one more time. Yes! That's a super boy. Okay. Release them away. Now I'm going to take our nail clippers. Super simple. I'm just going to take the nail clippers and touch his feet. Yes. Good boy. Yes. What a good job, buddy. Yes. Superman. Yes. So I touched all 4 feet with the nail clippers. Okay. If you decide you want to leave nail clipping up to your groomer or your vet, that's totally fine. I still recommend doing this exercise. So that doesn't mean you need to buy a pair of nail clippers that you're like never going to use. You can use anything, any sort of novel object. Sometimes I'll even just take a fork. Yes. And just touch my puppy's feet with the fork. Yes. Getting them comfortable and used to being touched with different objects. Okay. The brush, on the other hand, you will need a brush. Okay. So I have brushes on our product page as well that I like. Yes. But these dogs with their coat type, they're going to need brushing in between their grooming appointments. Yes, that you're going to have to maintain at home. Now I'm just brushing different parts like his little legs. Oh my goodness, yes, what a good boy. Okay, so you want to make sure that, again, that our dogs are happy and cooperative with all these things. If you know, you're not maintaining your dog's coat in between grooming sessions, it can get matted. And then you take them to the groomer, they need to get those mats out. That can be really uncomfortable and sometimes even painful. And then the dog is having a poor experience with the grooming visit, and we don't want them to start to resent those visits, right? So Milo did fantastic for week 2. I do have my Zoom availability open, so you can get your Zoom lesson booked. If my availability doesn't match yours, you can also check Marissa's availability. She's been working with the puppies, and you'll see her in the recap video for week 3 next week. She'll be doing those videos. And if you have any questions, you can shoot us an email in the meantime.